Hi guys, and welcome to this quick market update on Bitcoin. As you can see on the 4-hour chart here, we have just confirmed support on this downtrend line over here. This is a bullish sign. It could have gone lower to these levels, for example, to adhere a little more to this inverse head and shoulder structure. However, it didn't do that, and we are currently trying to bounce. This could be a bullish sign. This could also be a bearish sign in case of rejection at these levels. This is a very, very important region over here. As you can see, this is our main resistance area, and we want to see strength by the bulls in this region. We want to see a move up, preferably above this resistance. If bulls don't succeed, and if they can't do this, and price starts rolling over here, or it gets rejected very, very drastically, like in this case, for example, then this entire structure will fall apart. A lot of people will get very bearish because retail is looking at this kind of thing. So yeah, the sentiment might switch very fast in this case, and we could see a bleed or even a strong move into the support range. There's still a lot of demand down there, so we can expect buying pressure to come in. However, we have to see how this situation develops. We are on Friday, we have monthly close today, a lot of things coming together. So this is a highly dynamic and unpredictable situation we're in right now. So what I want to see for bullish confirmation is a move basically to this above this level. As you can see, it was a very, very important level over here. It is basically the resistance level here. So if we were to move above that and confirm support here, this is the bullish confirmation I want to see in order to turn bullish again, because then 60K is not far away. And this could be actually a move that if we bounce here, we could actually move beyond 60K in this case. I think it's likely to happen. However, we have to stay very, very careful in this region as long as we are below this level. Because as you can see, this entire range is very choppy. It is dangerous to trade. It goes up and down. You don't really know what kind of support and resistance is very reliable in this case. Sure, you could trade the lower time frames and scalp this, but for swing traders, this is horrible. And yeah, this is something to observe here. Let's go to this chart. Here you can see that Bitcoin is currently fighting with the anchored VWAP from the swing top over here and the trend line, the downtrend line. So if bulls were to break above this and confirm support on this region, we also have this bump and run reversal bottom-like structure. So we might see a very strong move. This will probably be very strong. This move will probably be very strong, I'm sorry. And this is the move we need to get above this. So there is a good chance bulls can do this. However, I don't know how likely that is running into the monthly close. And looking at the market caps, you can see bulls that the markets are still very, very close to their 1 trillion marks over here, Bitcoin and altcoins. So this is still a region where they can float around it, and circle around it, get pulled back below. And this is something that frequently happens, as you can see over here, when we cross the trillion market, the 1 trillion level, price comes back. We cross it, price comes back, and then dips below, and then it goes back above. So this is actually a center of gravity, and we have to keep an eye on that, because when Bitcoin tries to bounce, it could come back down very soon after, and this would be a risk factor for our structure that we have right now. Looking at dynamic structure, everything is unchanged to the previous update. Same goes for the support levels over here. What we do have here is the EMA ribbon and the volume weighted moving average 100 on the 4-hour. As you can see, this got touched perfectly and rejected price. And now we are battling again with this EMA ribbon, but it is becoming it's actually converging. You can see the EMAs are gathering here, so that they get easier to break. So if bulls can keep up the strength in this region, a pump above is actually very likely. So this is something that I'm looking for additional confirmation that we might turn more bullish in this region. Right now, I don't really trust this inverse head and shoulders over here. This is not something I would trust, simply because this move was too strong. So an inverse head and shoulder right away is something very unlikely, first of all. And the second thing is we have this weakness over here. As you can see, this clear left shoulder and this weak right shoulder is a sign of weakness. So I don't trust this, but I trust confirmation of support at these levels over here, like 57, 56, 7. This is the region I want to see broken and tested. In terms of dynamic range, you can see that price is sticking to this center of gravity entity I was talking about in my previous updates. So nothing has changed. We don't have any strong trend in any direction. But as soon as we see price, like this, for example, we see price detaching from this entity and disregarding support. In this case, it actually didn't disregard the support, but it found support very early. But if it starts to disregard support and break these bands, for example, to the upside or the downside, this is the sign that we might be entering a new, stronger trend. So in terms of, if we look at the log growth curves, here you can see the 0.618 log growth curve, which has been a center of gravity for a while now, since February already. And here you can see the price came back to it very frequently. And we just confirmed support on it again, which is a sign that this entity might be pulling price back to it for a while still. Yeah, we have to keep an eye on that. When we are above, we can expect price to come back down. When it is below, or when price is below, we can expect price to come back up. This is how center of gravity works, and there is a high correlation, as you can see. So the probability of this happening is rather high. Yeah, in terms of divergences, as you can see, we're in a neutral zone now. There's no bullish divergence. We had our bullish divergence move, the release of this bullish divergence. We are now in a very, very neutral zone, and we have to observe how this unfolds. It could turn out bullish, it could turn out bearish. Both is possible, so there's nothing to analyze here right now. Our weekly market structure is pretty good because we got caught at this support level. This is a very early catch, as you can see from this market structure break, catching the move, the panic move here already is a bullish sign. What I don't want to see is a strong wick to the upside. We still have 2 days and 40 hours to go, so I don't want to see this sold off to here, for example, and see a wick like this. This would be more of a bearish sign than a bullish one. But if we close where we are right now or higher, this would be a very, very good sign in the short term. We have monthly close, and looking at the monthly structure, you can see that this candle is perfectly fine. Oh, this is the tether chart Binance, so there's not much data. But as you can see, this candle isn't bearish at all. It is actually pretty good to refresh this uptrend. So once in a while, we simply need a candle like this to keep going. It could go up sharper like this. It could also go turn into some pattern here and then go up. All of this is possible. So we're in a bull run, so there's nothing we can say with certainty right here. We have to see how the emotions unfold in this market environment. And look at the weak signals. Here's just one last thing. You can see this is my indicator cloudy with resistance clouds and support clouds. We are just entering, or right now we are entering a zone where clouds are becoming narrower, where they are converging here. So this will be a very tiny range over here. Whenever this happens, we can expect either a very, very slow grind, bleed-like move, sideways consolidation, something like this. This is also something that is very possible in this range, or some explosive move. So it's just basically one of these two possibilities. Either we see something like this, or this slower move, or we see a very, very sharp trend unfolding here. So this is something that we often see when clouds are converging like this. Here you can see they have been converging. We had, yeah, this kind of trend. It got caught and it entered this area where it was very slow. And then we had our sharp trend. It will come at some point. The question is when. But if we know these clouds are almost on top of each other, we know there's a huge pressure zone and price is in an explosive range. It could, explode at any time. So this is relevant for risk management in this case. In addition to this idea, let me see. I don't have the chart on here right now. Let me see if I can get it like this. Okay, have a look at this. I mean, this what Claudia is showing us is basically the same as this scenario is still taking into consideration. As you can see, if you have a slow bleed down here, where people get really bored by Bitcoin, and they are selling because they think it's over, the trend, the bullish trend is gone. And big players are reaccumulating in this range at the bull market barrier. It is actually still a scenario. So we have to see how the next days play out with a monthly close. But I'm still looking at this. It's not out of the question this will play out. Let's just have one final look at the monthly VWAP. One of the most important indicators you can get. Oh, it has changed quite a bit. I want to see the monthly VWAP without standard deviation bands. And here you can see it's actually above price right now. And monthly VWAP is very powerful in pulling price back to it after monthly close. So in this case, we will have a monthly gap at 56,300. So it is very likely for price to come back to this level after monthly close. It could hit this level and reverse. This is possible. It could also mean we will enter a new trend here, because this is the resistance to break. And if bulls are strong enough to drive price to this level, for example, and confirm support here, we actually have the possibility to enter a new attack on this resistance over here. Yeah, this is it for today, and let's see how this turns out, how this unfolds. Thank you, and see you next time.